Howdy folks, Noble Ape here. So this was going to be a special thing for the ALIFE conference, but I wanted to just put it out there with the view that I doubt people who are attending the ALIFE conference will be watching my YouTube channel, although you never know. So for many years now there's been a holy grail associated with the Noble Ape development, and I just wanted to show some progress associated with this. So here is a release build of Noble Ape. This is the nothing up my sleeve, nothing up my sleeve. But anyway, just a regular release build as you'd normally expect. It's slightly faster because I've done a little bit of optimization associated with the graphics. It should be a little bit faster than this, so let's see if we can get a improvement in the brain speed. Maybe not, maybe because I'm recording. Okay, that's probably what the issue is. Okay, so that's that. Run per normal, regular kind of stuff. You've got Noble Apes that you can select, what have you. Now I need to point out that this new version isn't quite there associated with the command line, but let's first find its location so I can prove there's nothing up my sleeve. These are the new Xcode build locations. As you can see, roughly the same size it's always been. Okay, so we are now in that directory, as you should see. There we go. And I probably should have picked a one-word name to compile it as, but anyway. With a bit of luck. Okay. Now, the important thing is putting the C afterwards. I'm yet to find a way of actually getting it to recognise that it's going through the command line, but let's put it there anyway. And with a bit of luck, okay. So what you now have is the regular console version of Noble Ape Simulation with the GUI edition. And just because, let's remove the weather. So you can select apes, and as you can see here, the console is updating with the specific apes that you're selecting. If I can select it, okay. If you want help, you get the help information, and let's make this window a little bit bigger. Now, what else do we need to do? Okay, so let's find an ape that we want to have a look at. And let's just pick up a random ape, and let's watch that ape. Okay, that's where the ape is. Set the interval to say 6 hours, and step. And as you can see, the Noble Ape Simulation is running and watching Lulu, Murphy, Kelly as they go through. It should be running slightly faster than this. Okay, it's got another 6 hour time. And, well, let's change the interval. Of course the fan comes on right about now. Step. I think again, per the filming, this is why the it's running a little bit slower. But as you can see, we've got the updates, we've got the apes running, we could even turn the weather on, and all of this stuff is running in real time. So the console is running at the same time that the graphics are running too. Powering through, and we're nearly at our day point. Actually, no, we're not, because it's 6 hours, isn't it? So it'll be 6 hours past the day. Let's find an interesting ape to watch. Now, what would be really nice is adding things like paused in here and actually having that do the override, but we're 6 hours past. We can actually move this ape around if we're so interested, you know, do the usual stuff, put it in the water. All the stuff that you're familiar with associated with the Noble Ape development, that you've come to know and love. Okay, let's see who's doing something interesting. Gosh, not a lot of interesting stuff really going on in this one. Is it worth following, or should we run for an extra day? Let's run for an extra day. Let's actually change up the interval to 2 days. So yes, a number of interesting things, particularly linking the GUI and the command line backwards and forwards, and I'm going to have to add some more stuff in there. But yeah, some very interesting results and putting the two together, and also just a great window. There's one bug that I'm looking at currently associated with other views and mapping other views on. I think it's just a simple thing. I changed the local tracking associated with the individual apes and put it basically through the selected tracking, so it's now all together, and I think somewhere through there I introduced the actual view disparity, so it only maps back to this view. But certainly having the other views and the regular stuff, and I can compile this in strictly command line as well, and run testing for the command line stuff too. So yeah, very useful both ways basically in terms of debugging. And they're both, well, this is actually the GUI version with a console into it, but the command line version basically runs exactly the same core as the GUI version anyway. So all interesting stuff. And as we seem to be moving, this is actually slightly slower. When I ran it independently without the screen recording software, it was actually faster running it through the command line. And that I'm a bit interested in, because it didn't make a lot of sense. My suspicion is it may actually get 2 simulation cycle hits per screen refresh, which is why it was able to go faster, but I'm yet to actually look into that. So we're coming up to about the 6 PM mark. Oh, sorry, it's 6 AM actually, but and hopefully we'll have some more exciting stuff that's gone on in the simulation, because this is, I think, one of the interesting effects. So a lot of stuff's going on, just waking up. Let's see who the interesting apes are. Okay, so, excuse me, every time I seem to record these videos, my voice is croaky, and no doubt. So let's try watching Lester. So where is Lester physically? Lester is there. I think stats. So okay, so let's have a look at the apes that are around Lester or of interest to Lester. So Lester's there, and with a bit of luck, Melody Clark Bell is she in the same location as Lester? Uh-oh, this could be a bug. Is this not updated? Okay, so that's Lester. No, it's Gay Moore Bell. What we're looking for is Melody Clark Bell. Okay. Never said that this was going to be easy. Where's Melody Clark Bell's up here. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to Lester. Let's actually see if we can watch the dots. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to make the dots more noticeable. Watch. So where's Lester? Possibly this ape here, I would think, maybe. Let's test out my hypothesis. Yep, that's the ape right there. Just at the bottom here. I'm just moving him up and down. Who else is some of the people that Lester likes to associate with? Okay. Oh my goodness. We really need a zoom in. Okay, up. That looks like the same ape. Okay, this isn't done a proper switch. Oh, you're gonna love this. Every time I record a video, it's just a new way of finding new bugs. So, if we watch Lester Long Foster, it doesn't move at all. This one moves, though. No, it doesn't. None of them move. Okay, folks. Sorry. Well, it's still pretty cool. It's still pretty cool that you can access the simulation through the console. If only it was actually a proper access. Let's think about what's going on here associated with moving these select tapes around. Okay, well, back to the drawing board on that, folks. Like I say, I've got a few days before ALIFE 13. I'm going to be working for a couple of days, flying there, writing stuff for workshops and various things. I'm going to put the workshops out probably in audio form rather than video, just because audio is slightly easier to edit and get out. And then there's a Birds of a Feather discussion where I'm going to show Noble Ape, and hopefully others will bring and show some of their artificial life related stuff too at the Artificial Life Hobbyists Birds of a Feather at Artificial Life 13, which is going to be at Michigan State University East Lansing. So a bit of flying in order to get there. But anyway, Tom here in the Bay Area with the Noble Ape Simulation now accessible through command line as well as graphically, and hopefully I will fix up some of these graphical doozy elements as well. Well, at least this part works. So when you actively select from the graphics, it will go back to the command line. It's just getting it from the command line back to the graphics that seems to be the current concern. Anyway, Tom Bartley in the Bay Area, signing out.